What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this week's edition of the Philly Fan Frenzy. Everybody knows what day it is. That's right, it's Cowboys Day. We've been waiting for this game all year. Let's see how it goes. Quick stats for you. Wentz versus Dak. Wentz has 2,262 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Leads the leagues right now in touchdown passes. Is a 60.5% completion percentage and a 104.1 QB rating. Dak, on the other hand, is 1,994 yards, 16 touchdowns, same amount of interceptions, 5. Completes a little bit more passes, but that's because he throws some little short routes to Cole Beasley, shit like that. Anyway, his QB rating is 96.3, so they're both up there. Moving on to receivers. Alshon Jeffrey has 34 catches, 500 yards for a 14.7 average and 5 touchdowns. Des Bryant, him and Dak haven't been able to work it out quite yet, but he's got 42 receptions for 478 yards for 11.4 average and 4 touchdowns. Zach Ertz, number 1 tight end in the league right now, 43 receptions, 528 yards, 12.3 average, and 6 touchdowns on the year. Jason Witten, future Hall of Famer, has been an Eagles killer for years. He's at 42 receptions, 378 yards, 9-yard average, and 3 touchdowns. All right, just some quick stats for you. So let's move into it. All right, the Eagles entered the game 8-1. You guys know that. Anybody who watches this fan page, they know they're Eagles fans. So we're 8-1, best in the league. With the number 1 rush defense, that's given up only 66.4 yards per game. No individual rusher has rushed for more than 40 yards since Kareem Hunt against Kansas City. And we have the number 10 ranked defense overall, which is pretty good. Our passing numbers are a little bit skewed because we score so many points, teams are always catching up to us, so they abandon the run, and they got to throw. And with our secondary, we're bend, don't break. Hey, you can have all the yards you want, but you ain't getting behind us. And that's the way we've been playing, and I like it. Right now, we have the number 4 rushing offense, and at 136.8 yards per game. Hopefully that number can jump up this week, but with number 4 overall offense in the league with 31 points per game. Dallas comes into this meeting. They're in must-win mode. They're 5-4. They're second in the division right now, but they're 5-4, and that hurts them big time because we're 8-1. After that drubbing against Atlanta last week, they just look like a completely different team than what we've seen from them before. Now, this isn't heaping praise on the Cowboys, but you got to admit, they're a tough team. They're going to be without Zeke and Sean Lee. I haven't heard of an injury update yet on Tyron Smith. If he plays, it changes the game plan, changes everything up for that offense. So hope he doesn't play, but if he does, Chaz Green is going to get eaten alive because our defensive line is way better than anybody. That Adrian Claiborne isn't as good as anybody on our defensive line. He had 6 sacks last week. Key matchups for me. All right, we got Ertz against Dallas's linebackers and secondary. He's arguably the number 1 tight end in the league. I mean, you got Gronk up there, you got Kelsey. But the loss of Sean Lee puts Dallas's secondary at a risk because the big plays that Ertz and Wentz can make without Sean Lee roaming that middle right there, it's going to be tough for Dallas to jump all over that. My second key matchup is pretty much the same thing with Aguilar. A lot of teams Aguilar's had a breakout year so far this year. He's been great. He's been signed the past 2 games because we have so many weapons. We're able to dump the ball off. You can scheme for one guy in our offense, but we have so many weapons that it's impossible for you to stop everybody. So I think they key in on Zach Ertz and Alshon Jeffrey, which opens up for Nelson Aguilar, and he's going to be a big problem for Dallas' secondary. Dallas is a very young secondary. They're starting two rookie cornerbacks, and they're going to have to choose who they want to try to take out of the game. And the bad thing is there's not really much of a choice because we got Jeffrey, Smith, Ertz, Aguilar, Blunt, Ajay, and even Mac Hollins out there. I mean, we're deadly all the way around, so it's going to be real interesting to watch that matchup. All right, next one. Dallas O-line versus the Eagles D-line. All right, this is a tale of two lines. Without Tyron Smith, this game could easily get ugly for Dallas quick. We have 4 starting linemen in the top, ranked in the top 20 at their respective positions in per Pro Football Focus. Brandon Graham being the number 1 edge defender in the league. No, excuse me, number 3 edge defender in the league. That's right behind Von Miller and Khalil Mack, I believe. So we'll see what happens. It's without Tyron, they're going to be struggling. With him, it'll be a different thing, because he's a solid left tackle. Eagles secondary against Dallas receivers: Witten, Beasley, and Dez. They are all tough guys. I don't care what anybody says; they're tough, and that's Dak's weapons. Our secondary has been playing outstanding up to this point, and we get an infusion of talent with Darby returning from injury this week. We're going to have to rely on the defensive line getting pressure up front and forcing Dak into bad decisions and bad throws so we can generate some turnovers. So those are my key matchups for the week. My prediction, and I think this really hinders on Smith is playing or not. Without him, I'm calling a 34-17 for the Birds. With him, I'm calling it 31-28 for the Birds. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's a big difference. Not much of a difference, but with Tyron Smith protecting Dak, it'll be a little bit tougher. If you guys like the video, please like, comment, and share. Subscribe to the channel. Share it. You know, I'm down to talk about it. Hit me up on Twitter @FanFrenzy. Go Birds, baby. Oh yeah, one quick thing. I'd like to say big shout out to everybody who has served. Salute to service. I know it's October. It's for you guys. Or November, excuse me. But salute to service. I appreciate everything and all the veterans out there. Thank you for our freedom. Y'all be good.